So here we are again, another Sunday evening, rather than a Sunday morning. Reason it wasn't a Sunday morning was because I got a phone call this morning to go and pick up these. So, for those who don't know what these are the side panels for the System 8. And here is my lovable System 8. Just take the cover off, there you go, System 8. And those side panels go on the end. So, while I pause the video, I'll put the side panels on. Be right back. And we're back. And that was less than 5 minutes actually. So, here is the System 8 with the Ali panels on them. So there you go. And like that. So for those of you who need to know what happens, effectively there are three matte black screws at the end of each end of the System 8. They literally just come out, okay, and then with the Ali panels they give you three chrome screws which you put in the end, and obviously the panel just sits literally on the end. You don't actually have to take anything off the System 8 to put the panels on. They literally just clamp over what's already there. So there you go. System 8 upgraded. Now the reason I bought these is two things. Number one, it makes it look a bit better. But more than anything else, the reason I bought them is because it just protects the ends of the System 8 from getting knocked. And if I'm brutally honest, the plastic on the System 8 is a little bit flimsy. I would have liked to seen a little bit thicker plastic on this keyboard, but hey ho, you know, we are where we are, and that's exactly what it is. So it just gives it a little bit extra protection at the end from knocks and what have you when it's being moved around the studio or in and out of a gig bag. So there you go, System 8 has all been panelled up. It's quite funny actually, because I went down to the music shop in Guildford this morning to buy these, and after they phoned me up last night to say that they were in, and the poor sales assistant couldn't find them, and it wasn't because he couldn't find them. What he thought I came in to pick up was a System 8, which I hadn't, and that was the reason why he was getting into sort of rather panic mode. But eventually we sorted it out. It didn't take very much longer, and there you go, they're all installed. This week's not going to be a very long one, and just by the way, just for those of you who really want to understand, they're the size of the screws that are taken out of this thing. Okay, yeah, so this week's not going to be particular because I haven't actually done an awful lot. A couple of other things came through this week. My penchant for collecting old things relevant to keyboards I own. So the last couple of weeks I've had a whole bunch of technical manuals appear, but this one appeared again. You know, it's all eBay, cheeky bids, see what happens. So this is all about Midi and the DX7. So this is the two FD and D. So I thought it would be quite an easy, well, I don't know about quite an easy read, but an easy-ish thing to whiz through to see if there's any snippets of knowledge I don't actually know about my DX7. So that was the first one. And the second one that came up, again, another cheeky bid, was this. There you go, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Programming the D50. Now I've got a couple of these sort of things floating around. But I tend to find something different in all of the ones I read, so it always gives something interesting to whiz through and to see if I can expand my knowledge of the D50. I love, as you know, I love playing my D50, I love playing my DX7, so anything that allows me to get better experience out of that, the better. The only downside to that book, of course, is that it came with one of these, which was really interesting because I thought, oh wow, great, it's got a cassette. I don't own a cassette player anymore. I haven't owned a cassette player for about 5 years. So I shall be going around a friend's house, I think, this week and saying, can I borrow their cassette player so I can actually record that into some sort of WAV format so I can play it back on the computer or on the iPad, I'm not sure which. I think, I was going to say, there's a company out there, isn't there, that tends to do, Maplin use them a lot. I can't think what the name is now, but they tend to make sort of devices in around about the 30 or 40 pounds mark, which is sort of a, you know, they had a record player to USB, and I think they got a tape deck to USB as well. So I might see Ion, that's who they are, Ion. And I say Maplin in the UK tended to sell their stuff a few years back. I wonder if they've still got something. Might be worth a wander in at some point this week. Oh well, as I said, not a lot going on this week. I have spent very little time in the studio. I've actually been up in Scotland. I went and saw a band on Wednesday night, which was a Scottish folk band, I suppose that's what you would call them. It was sort of a very Gaelic feel to them. Damn good evening, actually, damn good evening. Far too many beers on flow, unfortunately. Really good. Fly for me though. It's one of those things, you sort of go into a bar, they're playing, I got their card, I managed to lose it. Was that because I was a little bit drunk? Possibly. Anyway, so if they ever watch this and they were playing in the bar on Thursday and they had some drunken idiot wander up and ask them for a business card, that was me. So it was a very good evening, but other than that, I've done absolutely bugger all in the studio this week. And I'm just about to sit down and start playing now. I've got a few things I want to go through this evening. One of the things I want to go through is I restored the U20 to its working order earlier on today. So, and did a load of work on that. I just want to go through and test that. So that's one of the things for this evening's little exercises. Other than that, I'm just going to leave you to it and say, until next week, take care. Bye-bye.